Welcome to the ripple effect of love for dads and families. Take two. So, technical issues. Thank you, Christian Mendez, for helping me. Let's see if you can see me this time. Yes, thank goodness for more than one device. The iPad is working. Woohoo! And the computer is updating. So there we go. So today I'm excited to be talking about, give me a second here. Oh, yes, listening. The power of listening. Listening isn't just about hearing words. We can hear lots of words. Everybody can hear words. But can we see the message behind the words? It's about really truly understanding and connecting with the person who's talking to you. So, I only have a few minutes before my next event. So, I will take these 5 minutes. I'm Christine Bernat, stress management coach, and excited that I was able to get on. So, I have a few things that I wanted to share with you today. I took a second to review some of my notes that I have. You know, the brain's a great thing, but can it remember everything we want it to remember? And of course, if we have a child or a teen that walks into the kitchen with their basket of clothes and it's not the right one, and they're having a Harry, they're upset and they're angry, yes, we can hear the words. But what is really going on, right? It's possible that
Okay.
there's something else going on behind that issue. It's not about the basket. So that's why when we are trying to really understand and connect with our children, with our spouse, we will see that there's a hurt showing up. Is it something in the family situation that hurt our child, or is it something that's happening at school? Those are all possibilities. And when we can keep our amygdala calm with the snap, tap, zap, with self regulating, we have a much better idea of how we can support our kids. Welcome, Christian. I'm excited you could make it today. And you were saying you had three things you wanted to share, and I want to give you that opportunity. And just before I give you that opportunity, if it's okay, I wanted to share that um, from 0 to 7 years of age, the child registers the habits of those in their that's in their environment. They register it like if it was a recording. They're not filtering it at all. And this becomes 95% of your programming, your printout of your life. So imagine when you're trying to shift something, when you're using your creative mind, 95% of your day is in the automatic behavior that comes from that programming from 0 to 7. There's only 5% of your brain that's able to create. So, wow, that's a big thing. And
Big,
that's
big,
why
big numbers.
big, big numbers. And that's why learning to listen super attentively by calming that survival mode is so, so important. By having this intentional, okay, I'm trying to close this. So go ahead.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Okay.
hear you.
Awesome. Awesome. I want. We've been mentioning thinking, and we've been mentioning thought process. One of the biggest things that I've noticed in the shift in my kiddos in the short time of practicing the Snap Tap Zap, because it's only been short time, it's really, really apparent on how
Mhm.
fast we go. And
Mhm.
some of us, I don't use tragedies nor children in marketing, and a lot of people
Yeah.
may get upset. I have different integrity and different practices. So I'm just going to go back and say this. When
Yes.
I share these types of things, it's not for clickbait or otherwise. It's truly connecting. And I want to aliven folks that have been and that have struggled, not only with themselves, but within this world and what's going on, to speak to their children. And I can tell you just from one, and it doesn't matter, most likely than not, who you are. If you understand one parent is always this and you didn't and you should and this and that,
Yeah.
and and then you have another parent that coddles you and that holds
Mhm.
you and that listens to you.
Yeah.
Again, you can think about it as a partner, because you
Mhm.
guys have left partners that were just, and or bosses that were just, and or other situations that were just, come on, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it
Yeah.
together. If we
Yes.
know that we learn most of our programming in before the age of, we'll just leave it at 7. I know it's the
Yes.
first 5 years, but we're just going to leave it at 7, as our professional just mentioned to
Mhm.
us what we learned up until the 7th year. Please
Mhm.
understand this. We as children do as a child because we think like one. We can't
Mhm.
automatically think like an adult. But now, then when we become adults, we go, well, yeah, but that's just how I've been. Well, that's great. But if your shoe is on the wrong foot, are you not going to, as an adult, say, I don't like, I've done silly things, okay? But I say, hey, why am I still doing what I have been trained to, taught to? Because it feels good. It feels comfortable. It justifies my actions or inactions or attitude or whatever it is. But
And before you go to the but, and a part of the brain feels safe and is trying to keep you safe. But continue.
yeah, because it's what is I'm used to. It's what is
Yes.
comfortable. But now understanding, and here's where I'm at. So I will share where I'm at professionally with my kiddos in life. I'm where I'm going. Oh, this feels kind of weird. You're crying. You shouldn't be doing that. Wait. Why
Yes.
shouldn't why shouldn't he be doing that? When you were a kid, you didn't want anything but to be comforted. So now the stop, right? And the
Yes.
breathing, I'm a little bit, yes, a
Yes.
little bit of steps ahead. I'm going,
Yes.
I choose not to pass that on anymore. I am now, I picked up that football, I picked up that rock, whatever it is, as I'm building. Now, I don't want to give my child the wrong tools so
Mhm.
that they can kind of, you know, balance out. No. I want to give you other tools. And as a matter of fact, they're not even better tools. I'm just going to tell you because I teach them to question, to listen, and to
Yes.
understand. So we're going to go
Yes.
ahead and go. My
Yes.
3 big wins were and are, and
Yeah.
it's exactly that, is into showing myself that love, that acceptance, and that willingness to say, I am not just go with the flow. And there's nothing wrong with going with the flow. Please, by all means. Okay. I get the
Yeah.
go with the flow.
Yeah.
Get it. Get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Cowabunga, Southern Cali. We get it, dudes. We get it, dudes. But when you go with the flow and you allow it to carry you, now it should, remember what we said, it should, because you're going with the flow. If there's something that you don't like, you should be able to let it go. So there's that kind of, you got to find that middle ground. You got to find what's going to
Yes.
work for you. But
Yes.
I'm going to tell you is that if you snap, tap, zap, and other people around you go, man, I thought he was going to lose it. Or I thought Christine wasn't, I thought she was going to flip the table. I've never seen her that way. And instead, you go, or you excuse yourself, and a lot of you say, well, I work out. Some of you smoke, and that's a couple of deceitful things, but we're not going to jump into that. So we're going to
Yes.
stick on this and say like this: the breathing that we do and the trigger that we want our brain to is actually activated by fight or flight. But if we
Yes.
can control it more, again, manage, just like we manage our hands, right? We tell it where to go.
Yes. Can I change the word control to master?
Master. Ooh.
Looking to master as we self regulate ourselves.
Hmm. 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 This is where ABCs, she's already at R and L. Please, again, scan the QR code if you guys want to connect. And I already see it, so I got to back up and do baby steps because a lot of you
Yes,
can't
please
master
do.
things. Right now, you're going, master what? I don't even like that word. Right now, it's uncomfortable. Right now, oh, no. So that's okay.
So, snap.
Steps, management practice. And that's what we're going to make sure, because no matter where you go, what you do, what the energy that you bring in, you say, this is my surrounding, this is my earth, this is my peace. Now, and you can invite whoever you want, but here's what I want you to ambassador today. I want you to ambassador of you, and that kindness, that ambassador of love, that ambassador of understanding, that ambassador of these new things. Feels so weird because when my child was sick, and it reminded me, and I had told this to Christine, I had to pause and say, why am I mm, educating? Why am I, uh, you say, instructing my child? He doesn't feel well. He had a double ear infection. He didn't even want to hear me.
Mhm.
I don't know exactly how that works. I've never had a double ear infection. I had a single. So just to say this uncomfortableness, I don't want to be scolded. As a matter of fact, why is this attitude or energy of scold, of should, yeah, of should? No, 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 no. And I don't want that scolding, and I don't want you should feel better. And why are you this? No, no, no.
Yeah.
I
No.
need to
No.
comfort you.
Yes.
I should have been comforted. So
Oh,
now,
careful.
yeah,
I'm just going to reframe that. No should, would have, could have, done have.
that's where that's where yeah,
Leave
yeah,
that, throw that out onto the spiraling train,
yeah,
Christian,
yeah. You
because you're learning to catch yourself. You're learning to tweak things. So, because
yes,
of that, I'm helping you tweak. And we
absolutely.
only have a minute and a half
A
till the top
minute.
of the
And
line.
that's it. Adjustments are exactly that. Understand is that making a slight shift, and it's very easy. So we talked about as a child, okay, and as anything, a fraction that goes this way, you don't end up straight up. If you go fraction here when you start off, you're going to end up over here. So please understand, allow yourself more grace, give yourself more love, more kindness to yourself. Start there, slow it
Yes.
down, and just be good with where you are at, and output the energy that you want back in. It's going to feel
Beautiful.
weird, and it's going to
And it's
feel a little
okay.
uncomfortable.
It's okay if it feels weird. It's okay if it feels awkward. It's okay if whatever you feel is okay because it's who you are, it's your brain, it's your life experience, it's what's been going on in your life. And
But don't
it's
forget to
okay.
release. But don't
Yeah.
forget to
Remember,
release. Okay.
remember to release.
Remember to release. So as much as
Release.
we're feeling that, and you have every right,
Yes.
it is only a part of you. Just like we said, it's only a fraction.
Yes.
Release. Snap, tap,
And zap.
tap. Have a good one.
Thank you. See you tomorrow for more on how you can continue to practice listening. And in the chat, how do you practice listening? Maybe you've got an awesome way that works for others that would help them. My way isn't necessarily the best way. It's one way. Find what works for you. Take care. Thank you for your patience today. And hopefully everything will be right on tune for tomorrow. Have a great